Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, it's a special day when I come online to talk on the show Pitch Points. I have here with me a few of our friends. We have Veta Games. Veta, how are you, mate?
I'm good, man. You know what's special? The show is up. Pitch Points, Gundalorian. It's
Jet lag
heat.
Pitch Points.
It's heat. Nah, it's gonna be nice, man. Thanks for having me.
No, we're no worries. Patrick, how are you, man? You back home now from work?
Yeah, I am back home, man, and I'm excited to be here. And I know every time the pitch points intro hits, it means there's something major that has come out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of conversations that are gonna be had, very difficult ones. Yeah,
Yeah, we're waiting for a few people to join us, so maybe join us. But let's see. Oh, he's here. Okay, Martin is here. Good evening, mate. Martin, how are you?
Good evening. How are we all?
We are well. We are well. Welcome to the show. It's a special one because I'm still jet lagged from my trip to Athens and Manchester, but I'm glad to have this. Yesterday, I was talking to Patrick and to Kelvin and Veta, actually, and you, Martin, talking about what's going to happen this week. And we said, just relax. We got this. Something will happen this week. And here we are. This morning, well, I woke up this morning or this afternoon, and I saw tweets from Fabrizio and other ITKs, proper ITKs, tier one ITKs, not these frauds that are out there. And they said that we're getting my son Jeremy Doku for 55
Full
million.
name. The full name.
Jeremy
You gave him the full name.
Doku for 55 million pounds. A Belgian international with Ghanaian heritage, who we're getting for City. Now, I'll give my little spiel. I'll let you guys talk. I am extremely excited about this kid. The moment I heard about his name, I think Patrick and I did some research. He did Paqueta, I did Doku. And the more I learned about this kid, the more excited I became because of what he offers to this team, which is unique in Europe. And I'll read through some of the research that I did around him on the channel. But let's go to Veta. Veta, how do you feel with the signing that we now have, essentially?
Well, first and foremost, I have to say that this window isn't over. So even before this signing, there was a little bit of a calmness, knowing that a lot of the board are spending those late hours getting something done. They know the strength that's needed for this 4P and for the trophies that we want to go after. So whether we'd all agree with the names that kind of come through, but we knew that they were going to work on some names. This name, however, Doku, I'm very happy for because young, shifty, quick, dare I say speedy, direct. And the fact that it's something that's currently missing within our squad, I'm excited for. Because you know Pep's going to coach him up. Whoever it is, they could be a seasoned veteran. Look at Kovacic. Young or old, he's going to coach them up. So I'm excited for this. I like it.
I mean, Martin, I was there with you on Saturday in Manchester, the home of liquid football. And I was lucky to watch the game from the East End. And I keep going on about this because what I saw, the way they play, it's something else, bro. It's something else. The way these guys play. I think of Jeremy in this team, Martin, and what's the ceiling like? What does he look like in this team, in your opinion?
I think it's a very good signing. It's long-term signing. That's the key direct to this. You're talking a 5, 6, 7 year, 8 year, 9 year even player straight away. Pep Guardiola will mould him, coach him into what he wants out of him. He is a direct winger. I don't think you'll see him with a Kyle Walker, for example. I think the games he starts, I personally don't see you'll see Walker starting because I think he gave it away a little bit on Saturday. When you look at what Kyle Walker did in that game, Kyle Walker was bullying Anthony Gordon all game and was going up that right hand side, which is what I think Doku will do. it's a very exciting. Again, he's a young player, hungry, wants to come in and learn, wants to come in and get his game better, and that's what he'll do under the best manager in world football, without doubt. Without doubt, you got to remember, this isn't just a manager who. This is a manager where, under any circumstances, under any amount of pressure, under any difficulties, finds a way.
Yeah.
Finds a way. And that is, all these other teams can spend all the money they want. They don't have Pep Guardiola. That is the whole point to this. They don't have King Pep. And that is, and he won't be the only one. We are going to be very, very busy. We're going to be very, very busy in this next 8-9 days. He won't be the only one.
I agree.
That walks into this door. And like I said, I'm more excited by his age and where he can take his game and where Pep Guardiola will take his game.
Absolutely. I mean, Patrick, coming to you, I mean, I think what he offers us, and we've talked about this, is in the final third, his decision making and his directness is an asset that we don't have currently. None of our players right now are that direct. Maybe Phil Foden is probably the one that, and Alvarez are the most direct. But this signing allows us, Patrick, to have multiple positions that we can fill. We can move Bernardo central instead of playing him wide. We can move Phil central and play him wide. He can play for Jack. Doku can play for Jack on the left because he can play left foot, right foot. He plays both feet. He's got pace, so in transition, we're quicker than we are right now. He can play the 10 as well. He has the control to play the 10. And Patrick, it's a very smart signing. It's very, very smart signing. And apparently, they've been tracking this guy for years, Patrick.
Yes, I hear they've been tracking him ever since I saw him at the Euros. Amazing grace, how sweet! you know, I play FIFA. Let me be honest. Let me just. The reason why I was crying for fast wingers, Martin Cow and Veta. I play a lot of FIFA, and recently it hasn't been great with Man City. Our wingers and attackers are slow. Haaland is fast. So I have my own agendas. No, let me be serious for a minute. You saw the game, Man United versus City. Jack and Foden was a great balance. There was somebody who this side was too fast in Foden, attacking his fullback. Jack holding the ball, occupying space. That was like the best combination. And I remember I was so pissed off to see Pep break that front three because I thought that was promising.
Yeah.
That front three ripped United apart just because of balance. Because Foden was told to just attack. They said attack. Jack was on fire holding the ball. When Jack holds the ball, two are going to Jack. Haaland makes the space, gets the ball to Haaland. Haaland gives it Foden, scores.
Yeah.
That was one of the best balance Pep found. But eventually, obviously, Foden had the issues with his leg. Now with Doku, I think this is where people will see Jack do better. Like obviously I give him slack. Everybody knows on this channel. I admire Jack. I think he'll end up as a midfielder. And I think Jack as a 10 would be great. I don't know. I have seen him against Chelsea. I saw him in a few games. I don't know why Jack as a 10 hasn't been used because I think he's a threat. When he's going down at you, down the middle, I think people are so scared. They know that the only way to do it is to bring him down. But when you bring Jack down in the box, he's very good at winning fouls. So I think Jack, Haaland, and Doku would be a great combination. And then Bernardo Silva doesn't have to focus in the wings because the issue about Bernardo Silva and Jack or Foden in the wings sometimes, Foden has games where he doesn't really want to cause havoc. He wants to pass it around. It's just our players were sort of predictable and the same. I know we thought for a while that Pep won't bring any fast wingers. It looks like Pep decides to just change every season. Last season, fast wingers gone. This season, I want one winger to be fast. And I think, as I say, the combination of the three, Jack at the left and Doku at the right, and then Haaland down the middle will be great. Because Walker, as good as he caused issues or against Newcastle, Walker's passing into the box was poor. I think his final ball was poor. I think he only had one ball which went well. So Doku, looking at him, I was watching him, he can track back. Thank God. So we won't have that Mahrez situation where he doesn't track back. Means we have two wingers who can track back, him and Jack. And then he looks like he can cut into the middle and still throw the pass.
Yeah.
And he looks like every time in this French team he plays in, he throws the pass, but there's nobody to finish. And I've seen that if he sees that people are not finishing, he takes it upon himself to go into the box, and his right foot and left foot is powerful. So, glory, hallelujah.
I mean, in the research that I did about this guy, and I'm just sharing that on the page right now, there is the only person who beats this guy on technical skills in world football is Lionel Messi. Nobody else does. So you look at his attributes overview. Look at attacking, creativity, defensive, tactical, and then technical. Right? If you compare him to let's pick him. Compare him to who do you pick? Let's pick someone. Let's pick Saka. Right? Bukayo Saka. Okay. Right here. So Saka is blue. Look at that. Doku is 91, right? And Saka is 69. Right? And all the other spheres, they are close, but technically he's way clear.
You know what, Carl? What I really like, and Patrick brought this up, the directness to be able to come out from the wing. And we see that Pep had Walker do something similar, but we know that if Walker's asked to beat a man from that position, it's not within his skill set. The trickery that we can expect from Doku would be amazing, because then that defender's on skates because they're worried about him, and if he gets past them, then it's kind of like pick your poison. Is it him that's going on goal, or is he going to square it possibly to Haaland? I like this addition, and we can't forget he's a Belgian player. So when KDB does come back,
there's
there's going to be some chemistry there, man.
There was a goal I saw him play, Martin, where De Bruyne is for Belgium. De Bruyne passes him the ball. He's playing on the left-hand side. De Bruyne passes the ball through the lines. The guy gets the ball, chops two defense. There are two people on him. He chops to the middle, whacks the ball right into the top corner. Goal. Almost like if you compare it to Riyad Mahrez, Martin, look at this. Mahrez is 73, he's 91. There are very few people that are like this guy. Let's go Cole Palmer, for example.
Yeah, I think that's a good comparison, because if the rumors are true and Cole Palmer is going out on loan, the fact that Riyad Mahrez is already, he's already left us. It's good to see what we have now in that position.
Even Raheem Sterling, let's even do Sterling, right? Even Raheem Sterling that we had before, compare him, clear in many aspects.
What about Sunday, the one everybody's crying about to come back?
Who's that?
Sane. Sane.
Sane, let's check Sane. Sane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, he beats Sane.
Close.
In terms of his technical.
Close.
Right?
Okay.
And then his heat map is there. And the only person that beats him, I've done the research, is Lionel Messi. And it's just, it's very similar.
He's the only one.
He's the only one. In terms of the technical ability, there really is no one right now in Europe that is like this guy. In his
So they were watching him since he's 18, isn't it? So I've been watching him for a long time.
Look at Garnacho, right? He's the Garnacho of United. Just pick any player. Garnacho.
Yeah, let's.
It's not even. They didn't even highlight it. They didn't even talk about it.
We don't need to waste time about Anthony or.
Right.
I mean, the one thing we can do is, I think he's very good. We can change to suit opponents. We can look at how people are playing in a different way. For example, there's some games you'll need a Jack, other games you'll need a Doku, other games you'll need Bernardo Silva out there. And that's what we've got now. We've got different varieties that we can look at, and we can change styles.
Martin, do you think that's the balance maybe Jack needs? Because as I said last time, when Foden was on fire in those few games, him and Jack and Haaland were probably the most threatening front three I've seen for a while at City. But obviously, what's his name? Foden got injured. But I think sometimes when you have somebody who can hold the ball like Jack, and he knows there's Doku who can go into the box, not only Doku but Haaland, he can even thread those passes he used to thread at Aston Villa to the winger or Watkins, you know what I mean? Because that's what he was for. That's why I'm begging to see Jack in
somehow. See, what you just said, Patrick's bang on. if you look, I was trying to explain this to Daniel earlier. If you look at the way, because we're not going to go with this direct winger on each side and go bang, 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 because I don't think we'll do that. What I think we'll do is what you saw on Saturday. And Carl, you noticed it being there. If you look at what Kyle Walker was doing on Saturday, it was very different to what Jack was doing.
Yeah.
And I think what you can do is, and I've sat and I watched the game back and I noticed what was happening. And I sat there and I saw everyone was, for some reason, Jack Grealish is like a magnet to some players. Every player was following over onto Jack's side. And what that then allowed is, you notice you had Walker, Foden and Alvarez with all the space then bang on the right. It was very similar if you watch the Seville game as well. If you remember in that first half, everyone was overrun onto Palmer's side. And I think what that then allows is if you can have a Doku to give you that little bit of pace, that little bit of directness sometimes, because I honestly think I think Pat's spot on. I think the balance what we could have there with the front three. And like I said, we still got Bernardo to come in. Still got this other midfielder to come in.
Yeah.
So I honestly think that's what Pep's looking for. A nice
What about marketing?
balance.
Pep said marketing is part of the plan. Is that true? Because Pep said it in his press.
I don't know. I think Palmer, with the signing of Doku, Palmer will now be sold, I imagine. And I think McAtee, will be a late decision. It's going to be a very late call. It depends who we bring in, because we've inquired about 6 players.
Okay.
6
Okay.
inquired. So it tells you where we are trying to be busy at the moment. But Doku, like I said, he's 21.
Yeah, he's 21.
And do you know what I like is you're talking there, Carl, about his technical skills and his assets and everything. He's still got room to improve.
Yeah.
His goals and assists that he can get better
Yep.
at,
Of course.
because he got 6 last season and 2 assists. Imagine when he's got 12 months under Pep Guardiola
Yeah.
to where he can go. So there are rooms. That's what I like. We're not buying the ready-made article. What we're buying is someone who's got bags and bags of skill and ability that we can train into Pep Guardiola's mould. And it also tells me the other thing. Anyone who thinks Pep Guardiola's disappearing in 2 years, forget it, because Pep's rebuilding this
Keep that
squad.
under wraps, Martin. Keep that under wraps.
No. I don't. No, it's not about anything I've heard. I don't think he would anyway. Why would Pep buy 21-year-olds, 20-year-olds? Because why would he do that and then disappear in 2 years?
Yeah.
Not going to do that. So to me, I think Pat Spawn, I think the balance we could get there, we're covering all bases, and I love it.
I agree. Man, the news, I think there's more news to come, to be honest with you. And this is a great start to the week. I tweeted this. Great start to the week with this announcement. And the versatility is what's most exciting, because that's what Manchester City, that's what Pep likes, right? It's not necessarily one limited position that the player really excels at. It's the ability to maybe, sorry, I'm getting distracted watching this Arsenal game. It's also the ability to play in multiple positions. So I'm excited for it, man. And I'm glad we were able to kind of do this breakdown. I'm glad that it's also research that you had done previously. Pitch points and True City Fan. Like, this is stuff that you guys look back earlier on to, and it's kind of come true. So
let me read what I found today on Wikipedia about this guy. Just a summary, and I'll read to everybody. It's really exciting stuff. Let me share it right away, and then I'll kind of read through this small pieces of it. Right. So Jeremy Buffo Doku, right, says his style of play. Doku is equally comfortable playing on the left wing and on the right wing. According to The Athletic, Doku is a ball-to-feet winger who constantly changes his position to present himself as a progressive passing option. He's naturally right-footed, but he also has a strong left foot, which he often uses to shoot at the goal after cutting in from the right side. He's an extremely quick and explosive player with great acceleration, agility, balance, and body strength. Doku is most famous for his elite dribbling skills, his flair and trickery. His low center of gravity and body control, unpredictable footwork, and rapid change of pace has helped him become one of the world's most effective forwards in one-on-one situations. ending up with the third best dribbling average per game in League One in France, after Neymar and Verratti, and the top three in the European leagues in the season 2023, with Vinny Jr. and Lionel Messi. Right,
That's huge.
Right,
even in Ligue 1, the fact that he had those stats above Mbappe as well, that's saying a lot.
Yeah. Doku's signature move is his shoulder drop, the chop, putting his right foot over the ball, making a feint towards the inside, forcing the defense to lean in, followed by a sudden burst of right as he keeps the ball under close control. He frequently uses this step over as his repertoire. Right? I love it. It says, as a youth player, Doku was called arrogant for his tendency to wait for the opposition defenders to recover so he could repeatedly beat them with the ball.
What? So he used to let them recover so he can beat them nicely. You know what I'm saying?
Doku declared himself in 2021 the best dribbler in Ligue 1. Right? He possesses excellent vision and crossing ability, completing more than 80% of his passes. Right?
I'm sold.
It says, due to his direct playing style and African heritage, Doku has often been drawn comparisons with Senegalese forward Sadio Mane.
Okay.
And is frequently compared to Belgian compatriot Eden Hazard.
That's high praise.
That's right. Yeah. Here's some comments. It says, in comparisons with Doku and Mane, sparked by Jurgen Klopp, who allegedly made the comment to Doku's father as he was trying to recruit the youngster to the Premier League in 2017. Upon calling up Doku for the Euro 20, Belgian manager Roberto Martinez described him as an exceptional talent who is very strong one-on-one. Right? Doku has been commended for his work ethic and eagerness to learn. One of his youth coaches at Anderlecht told him that if he wants to play for a big club, he has to do more than dribbling, to which Doku responded by working on his passing and his assist making. Right? The French coach, the Rennes coach Julien Stéphan, stated that he's immediately charmed by Doku's positive attitude, that the player struggled mentally because of the lack of goal scoring.
Okay.
De Bruyne singled him out for his talent. He's a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible, just incredible.
I hear De Bruyne is the one who's pushed it.
Yeah.
He pushed it to City.
It's incredible. Even Bobby talks about his speed, right? And
PB, player agent.
Yeah. I'm just really excited about this kid, and I hope that we get to see him hopefully Wednesday, Thursday. We get to see him with a shirt. What number does he take, guy? What number does he take?
11.
Is he 11?
Number 11?
No idea.
He wears number 11. Go and check his jersey. It's number 11.
Okay.
I've seen him wear 10 and 7 as well. I mean, I want to take that number 7.
Well, we know a player's got to leave first.
He's gone.
Oh, that player's leaving, mate. That player's
gone.
Leaving.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Very much leaving.
He's gone.
I mean, we don't know. There's going to be a lot. Perone's finalising his deal out to Las Palmas.
He's gone.
There's Parma. We'll see. You'll probably hear things in the next few days about Cole Palmer.
What about Gomez?
Because I think Gomez is staying. I think you want to keep Gomez for the time being. Like I said, the Palmer one will probably be with a buyback. They'll probably do a buyback with him.
Yeah.
So I imagine probably 20, 25 million, but maybe 30 with a buyback.
Is Paqueta dead? I mean, is the deal dead?
No, Paqueta is. This is what I was told earlier. City are now talking with the FA. As I told you earlier, Carl, they can't talk with West Ham anymore because the investigation is going on. There was a deal virtually agreed of around 85 million. The reason why it went quiet for 2 days, because with regarding the laws around the FA, if a club, a player, whoever's going to be charged, they have to inform the clubs around the league.
Yeah.
So like when City got charged 115, all the Premier League clubs will have had to have been informed of that charge. So what they're hoping for now, I've been told there was a deadline of Wednesday night, Thursday morning, where they will then move on.
Yeah.
But that deal is still on the table of 85 at the moment. If it's weird because he did play yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So if
really
that was, if he was guaranteed to be banned, West Ham really wouldn't have played him yesterday. So I've got a feeling. I think I've got a feeling he might get found innocent. Whether it can get done in time is another subject. But like I said, they're looking at many players at the moment. There's all sorts. But I don't even think Doku will be. I don't think it'll be Doku +1. I think it could be Doku +2 or 3 more yet. Because we all know,
We have 10 days.
I don't know if you've all read, but Calvin's is likely to go now.
He's going to go.
Because Pep's basically had a word with Phillips and said,
He's going to go.
for your career, you need to go.
Okay.
So Phillips is likely to go. So do they go and buy a backup centre mid CDM to cover that? I don't know. But it's going to be a very, very busy 9 days. Let's put it that way. A very busy 9 days with ins and outs.
Absolutely.
And I think Pep said it the other day, didn't he? He says, some of the fans may go crazy in the next few days with what's going to happen, but they're just going to have to sit back, relax, and enjoy it. This is what makes transfer windows, I suppose. You don't want them all spread out across the summer. The excitement comes when you roll it all out in one week, I suppose.
Yeah, the last 10 days. The last 10 days, absolutely.
Yeah. You're going to get a lot of movement.
We want to thank everybody who joined us today. This was a quick show to talk about Doku. I know that Patrick and I know Martin and Veti will talk more about it extensively, and I'll join your show to bring some more stats. I have some more data that I can show, but I know the Arsenal game is going on right now. I did just want to talk about this guy. I've called him my son. I just love the kid. I just absolutely love the kid, and
he's adopted him already.
I'm going to be protecting him a lot, like Patrick protects Gomez. So we'll see what happens.
So are you going to protect him like I'm protecting Jack?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we'll all protect all the kids and make sure that they do well. But it's exciting.
You're gonna have to find the player to protect this as soon.
Yeah, but it's an exciting signing for us. Let's look out for what this kid's going to do for us. I just have this feeling this year is going to be special again.
Yeah.
I think what I saw on Saturday, Martin, was a team that played like European champions. Last year, maybe they got some points, maybe it's a draw. The way they played in control last Saturday, what I saw with all the injuries, with all the travel, all the stuff that's going on, they played like European champions. That
was the best performance. That was the best performance for me in the last 2 or 3 years. And I don't mean because, yes, people say Madrid, Bayern, under the circumstances and the way we played, the way we controlled, the way we dominated, because all I ever heard was Newcastle fans were coming in to beat us. Everyone was fearful. Everyone was scared. And we went out there and we just dominated them. Like they were. It was, it was men versus boys.
Yeah, it was.
It was men versus boys. You had Alvarez, Foden, Kyle. It was, you had Grealish owning Almiron and Trippier, couldn't do anything. Tonali was coming to do what he did. No, Tonali got sat down by the world's best CDM.
Oh, Rodri.
So I'm not, sorry, Newcastle got a lesson. You've a long way to go yet.
Yeah.
Don't come into our house as if you can do what you think.
I think Trippier said it, and you know what? I told these guys honestly, bluntly. I was not watching the game much, but I watched it. I watched it. I think I watched this one, but. Martin, Veta, I even told Veta and Carl, I had no hope, Martin. After the tragedy, I saw that I was like, oh my God, my team, look at that. I even looked at the bench, I was like, what's going on? But you know what? For a team, let's not say that's the full strength Man City. That's not the full strength Man City. That's the maybe strength Man City. Made Newcastle a point where Trippier went in an interview and said, we just saw the level we're supposed to reach, and we just realized, and we looked at each other and said, boys, we haven't reached that level. And that's not even the best Man City. That's not the best Man City.
And fair play to Eddie Howe for saying that, right? That's the level we're trying to get to. Listen, and I'm going on about this because I've been to a lot of City games, right? Travel up. Big 7-0 Schalke, I was there, right? 5-3 Monaco, I was there. The way these guys played on Saturday was just on a different level. They knew what they had to do. There was no question of maybe. There was one ball, Veta, that Rodri gets. He's turning the other way. He pings this ball 50 yards or so to Walker on the right wing. And the guy then drops on his head. And he wasn't looking.
Yeah. Yeah. The skill set amongst the players, like the technical ability amongst the players, it's scary sometimes. And when you watch them, and then when you criticize them for maybe that odd pass or that lack of tech, it's fatigue. Like there's reasons for it. And
Yeah.
man, when we're on. And I remember that instance in terms of even Ederson with some of his passing, and I'm just like, how is this possible? Like teams have to honestly defend against all 11 of us, right? They have to defend against all 11 players ball to feet. It's fantastic.
It's incredible.
Am I the only one
That on Saturday was.
a complete keeper now? Sorry, Martin. Am I the only one who thinks Edison has evolved to another level? Like he used to be great. Now there's just another level on top of him.
He has. I mean, I don't want to get into.
Do you know
I know we're getting off into discussion, Martin. I want to respect people's time. Veta.
Sorry. Yeah.
Martin,
Sorry, mate.
Are you doing something tonight, Martin? Are you going to do something? Can we join?
No. Tell a lie. I am going to do a Twitter space. For some reason, I've now become known for doing midnight Twitter spaces. I don't know why, but everyone jumps into them. So we're going to do a Twitter space late on. Tomorrow night, we're going to do a show on Doku and the Saudi Arabian League.
Okay. Veta, anything else? Yeah, are you doing something after this? What do you?
I'm looking to do. The next time I probably do a show will be Thursday, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So look out for Why Always Me on Thursday, and then hope to get the crew together maybe on Sunday.
Okay, cool. And Patrick, I guess we'll join the space with Martin later on this evening to talk about more in depth about all this stuff. I want to respect people's time out there, and I know the game is going on. And I promise to keep it 30 minutes. We're over 2 right now. I want to make
Great show, man. Great show.
But
what score is it?
I think it's 0-0. I think
0-0. Yeah.
Oh, Arsenal fans will be having a meltdown because of goal difference.
Just missed opportunity.
All right. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining us all out there. Thanks for joining. Come to this space later on today. Martin's going to host it. Let's get there. Let's talk about what we just.
And everybody in the comments, fantastic. I see the interaction. Thanks for joining the show, guys.
All right. Take care.
Be back.
Bye.